August 15th, 2019, Fraser, Colorado, our new home. The day we drove through the town we would soon feel like locals in, onto the front road and taking a left under the Crooked Creek sign welcoming us home. Welcoming us to our place of work, our community, and what we thought would be the next year of our lives. Yearlong interns, the Big 10 as we called ourselves. The story of the 2019-2020 year-long intern class at Crooked Creek Ranch begins with knowing each individual member of the Big 10. So here we go.
Smullin is kind and joyful, and she loves others so well.
She added a whole lot of laughter and crazy crackhead energy to community. Thankful for her goodness, always.
Y'all want me to eat corn? I'm not gonna.
When I think of Smullin, I think of her willingness to love others the way that they most appreciate and feel loved.
Smullin taught me how much olive oil to put in my pasta.
Poetry girl!
I'll never forget my road trip out to the year-long with Smullin. Looking back at it, I truly cannot believe that we drove from Georgia to Colorado and survived together.
Ryan and Adele taught me that bad days do exist. That bad days don't change you, don't change who you are.
Ryan Waddell is a person who seeks the Lord's creation through high adventure.
Didn't wait for it to drop.
One time, Ryan Waddell said that if the purge was real, he would kill me first. It was to spare me from it all, and that is friendship.
When I think about Ryan Waddell, I think of a pillar of strength that guided me through the whole year.
SR taught me to eat popcorn for breakfast and to always look for other perspectives.
It was she ate them. I swear she ate them.
She knew how to blow off the last 45 minutes of the day, like no one else I knew. And I think she maybe cared more about us all being friends ever this year than anyone else did.
She fights for people and doesn't stop once she's made that or any commitment. But one thing about SR, she doesn't know who a single famous person is.
Do you know who Bob Ross is?
Yeah.
Not right.
She makes me think of that praise list hanging up in the mudroom in Robber's Roost.
Jerem is open and he's honest with himself and others, and that allows for deeper friendships to be cultivated.
I know what you're saying. It's a pretty bad song. They say we hike for a little, but we hike way too long. We need some.
Jerome is my best friend. He was always there for me. When I needed to talk, he would be there. And this year would have been hard without him.
When I think of Jerome, I think of an extremely hard worker.
Jerome is a protector for the people he loves.
When I think of Audra, I think of her joy in the way she lights up a room.
They're the best. And Ryan is not sponsored by now.
Audra taught me how to have a greater joy and wonder and appreciation for everything that we get to experience in God's creation.
Audra is a person who fights to seek out new opportunities and ways to grow.
Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin.
Audra is the friend I didn't know I needed. She truly cared about my life in a way I've never experienced before. She challenged and pushed all of us to places we probably didn't know we'd reach. She's one of the greats, and by far the bougiest person I've ever met.
Close the door, please.
Noah taught me what it looks like to be a good servant, kind and gentle-hearted, and a good brother.
Happy birthday!
He's selfless and he cares a lot.
He added a heart of inclusivity to this community.
I'll never forget the one time Noah drove us to the chalet at Frontier and I thought I was gonna die, but didn't.
Claire is a sweet, kind, and caring person, and you could tell that she cared about our community and truly wanted to see it grow into something beautiful.
Claire is a lover of community.
Hello, welcome to our cooking channel. This is me. My name's Claire. This is Audra.
My name's Audra.
She'll be the first one to shoot you down when you speak discouragement over yourself. She's kind like that. She's a spitfire of energy and a heck of a natural leader. With the amount of times that she's just walked up to me and said, "Hold my foot," or thrown all of her body weight on me just so that I can hold her or support her on my back, she's taught me to embrace physical touch. Jump on my back, sit on my lap, let me hold up your whole little body in support anytime, sister.
Claire is first and foremost my solidarity sister. Second, she is a bundle of great energy and joy who loves people with her whole soul.
When I think of Claire, I instantly think of the joy of the Lord. I truly don't think that there's a better characteristic that describes her.
When I think of Jacob, I think of jeans rolled to the knees and high socks. And I think of a humble, gentle spirit that is always ready to lend a helping hand.
When I think of Brada, I think about resilience. He never complained, he worked his butt off, and he did it with a lot of laughter and joy.
He is the hardest worker I know.
Jacob is kind, consistent, and caring. He's always willing to say yes to anything that's asked of him.
A memory I have with Jacob is, of course, when I kissed him.
Kara, give him a kiss!
Give him a kiss on the cheek.
And sitting in the ER parking lot, sharing deep thoughts.
Kara very quickly became my person this year. My favorite memory, though, was celebrating Kara's birthday. With the help of everyone in the house, I kept her occupied all day while a surprise party was being set up for her in the club room. When I finally got her to the club room, she looked at me with tears streaming down her face and said, "This better not be a freaking surprise party. I hate surprises."
That spitfire pushed the envelope girl. We give her an inch and she takes a mile.
Quarantine can die.
Kara is someone who is a natural leader and reeks of the boldness of Jesus.
When I think of Kara, I think of a BA cowgirl.
She's the type of person who could either be living on the street or become the president by the time that she's 35, and honestly probably be okay with doing either one.
You better drop your sunglasses in the beach.
Ryan Kelly taught me what it means to pursue and run after the Lord in trying times.
Yum, salmonella!
He's the type of person who wants to be your friend, not because he wants you to like him, but because he genuinely cares about you. He fought hard for our community and always kept us laughing.
If you don't give me the attention that I deserve, then I'm gonna run away and be psycho crazy, and you're gonna regret it when I'm famous, because I go on the news for doing something wild and then become famous, and then I'm never gonna give you attention.
When I think of Ryan, I think of adventure. He's willing and ready to do anything, anywhere, and he so evidently experiences the Lord through creation. He wants others to come with him in those adventures, and he isn't afraid to tell people about them. Whether it's Jackson Hole, running, hiking 14ers, or snowboarding down them. He has been on some crazy adventures and knows the Lord better because of them.
Have you ever heard of Young Life? Well, here at Crooked Creek Ranch, we have what's called Recruit Summer Staff, where you can come and spend a month of your life at the most beautiful place in the whole entire world. You can sign up at crookedcreekyl.org.
Ryan Kelly added an abundance of joy to the community. I can't even fathom the amount of times he's made me laugh.
I could literally be on Broadway. Oh, sign me up. If it doesn't stop snowing, I'm literally running away.
Attention, that's what I see. And attention is what I deserve.
Boom!
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow.
Let me see.
Dude, girls make a big deal about stuff.
Yeah, girls are weak.
No,
because they hate that.
That is my
Claire's singing. Gonna kill me.
Our home.
Woo! Quarantine!
We will stay
2020!
the break of dawn.
Remember, I used to be a professional ice skater.
I'm so bored I'm reading.
Audie and I out here hiking our second 14er, Mount Princeton. We just got to the trailhead. We already needed water.
Are you ready to rock? Yeah!
Cold night takes us to a place to escape the chill. Tucked up somewhere in the woods.
I'm already baptized, Ryan!
You're corn!
Eat your vegetables!
Between our toes. Is there a way back? Nobody knows. And we leave it all behind. Can't you see? We need some time.
Literally, can you please? I'm sorry, but he's not talking about it.
I'm over it! Quarantine sucks!
And we all sit around the fire. We feel so
Hands
much
up, church!
better now.
How he loves us so.
When the letter said, soldiers coming home.
I feel like a pilgrim.
We fought hard. We challenged each other. We held beautifully deep relationships with the Lord. We grew. We served. We showed up. We said yes when it was hard. We became teachers and learners. We bought into honesty. We stayed. And we're leaving better because of it. So now we're off, headed to new adventures to come. 9 months was all it took, and all we needed to be thanking God for an eternity.
Yeah! Country boy can't survive!
We feel a little warmer now. And we all sit around the fire. We feel so much better now. And we all sit around the fire. We feel a little warmer now. And we all sit around the fire. We feel so much
So thank you,
better
Crooked
now.
Creek Ranch, and thank you to the Big Ten. I'll see you soon.